This place took a beating. How long you been a resident?
20, just say 20 years.
20 years? That's a long time. I'm assuming this is abandoned. Well, good morning. Today we are in a cool little town that probably all of you at one point or another have, or at least a lot of you, have heard of or had something from this town. Zephyrhills Spring Water. I'm in the town of Zephyrhills, Florida. And this is a cool little quaint town. I'm in the downtown district. Today we're gonna check out Zephyrhills, and we're gonna check out several small towns around Zephyrhills. We're gonna do a little loop, little road trip, day trip, and see what we can get into, see what we could find, and have a little fun. So join me if you would. Cool little town here. Very, very small, quaint, beautiful little place. Looks like we got some roosters hanging out with us. Now, one thing I will say is the busiest part of town so far that I've seen today, granted it's a Saturday morning, but it has been the public library. Loads of people going to the library, returning books, checking out books. I honestly didn't know people still did that, but it's good to see. But very neat little town. Established 1910. Now this was established by Civil War veterans looking for a warm place to go during the winter. And this is the main thoroughfare, the historic district. Good thing the fire truck didn't run over the rooster. That would have been sad. Now, one of the things about these towns is they're hit or miss. You can find them on the weekends where they're busy with people, someone to talk to all the time, or you come during the weekdays and you have your best luck. Today, again, it just happens to be a Saturday. Nobody really around. Can't blame it. I guess a lot of people want to hang out at home on Saturday early in the day. The weather's starting to get beautiful here in Florida. Getting a little cooler. It's a beautiful little downtown district here. You got your Lion's Den tattoo if you want a tattoo, maybe a piercing. You got the Dog Pound Sports Bar, Uptown Creamery. Beautiful oaks and palm trees. Seems to be a busy little road. Let's go take a little ride in the car, cover a little more ground, show you the town, show you the areas around the town. We'll go over some of the demographics like we always do. And then we will, let's go check out the other towns. Let's go hit some little tiny towns, look for some interesting stuff to see. Just doing something on Zephyrhills and then some of the rural areas around Zephyrhills.
Place is growing uncontrollably.
Is it really growing fast?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's terrible.
What's your name, sir?
Tom Johnson.
Tom. Nice to meet you. I'm Darren.
Darren.
Nice to meet you, sir. So are you, oh, you got a learning center. Oh, very cool.
We're closing it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long you been a resident?
20, just say 20 years.
20 years? That's a long time.
Well, we lived on our boat traveling around 15.
Wow.
And then we, meanwhile, we were building upstairs. We bought this old building.
Oh, is that your resident? Oh, that's neat. Very neat.
School down below, one of their schools.
Oh, that is fascinating. I would love that. That is so neat to be able to live above that. That is cool.
This was just one. Actually, the mini school, we called it. She had 5.
Okay.
Gradually, we downsized her. See this?
Hi there. Hi, I'm Darren. I'm just doing a little video for YouTube on Zephyrhills and the area. So I just talking to your husband here. Beautiful little place, beautiful town you have here. Very, very pretty. So tell me, what is there to see, and what would you tell people to look for, or tell people about Zephyrhills?
Well, I like it just because it's a kind of quiet little town I can walk around in.
Right.
You know, as a nostalgic sort of thing.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
So that's good. We have a lot of turnover in terms of business. You know, some of it is very different than what it used to be. So we're making adjustments. And I'm glad you think it's beautiful, but pre-Milton it was much prettier.
Really?
Oh, we took a lot of damage here.
Ah.
They haven't really caught up with the vegetation, and I mean they're working on major projects. You know, we had flooding of massive proportions there.
I still think the historic towns are nice. You know, get away from the big hustle and bustle.
Oh,
So,
you know, it's a walking area.
This is about it for historic.
This is it. You blink and you miss it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I hope I didn't hold y'all up. Thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it. What a nice couple that was. And how neat is that? To live in a historic district right above your business. They have a little learning center. And just get out, walk, have a cup of coffee, breakfast. What a beautiful, beautiful little concept. So again, like they were saying, this is one of those towns, like all the towns I go to, honestly. You blink and you miss it. Just very small, very quaint. Tina and Joe's Cafe, beautiful little tin roof. You have your women's club. Out of the old stone structure, pretty neat. Now, one thing about this little town is religion really seems to be the center point. Seems to be a lot of churches. Every couple of blocks I'm passing a church. Baptist, Lutheran, Catholic. Zephyrhills is also known for being one of the skydiving capitals. I mean, there's an airport here where they just have tons and tons of skydiving. A lot of records, I think, don't quote me, I'm not a skydiver, but there's a lot of records that have been placed with the number of skydivers or formations, something to that effect. Pretty neat. I'm not jumping out of a perfectly good plane. Just a small rural little town here. Amazing. You know, and thinking about it, one of the things the lady mentioned when I was speaking to her and her husband was that they are still in recovery from last year's hurricanes. A lot of the foliage, the palms, the plants have not been replaced or fixed up. Still, it's a beautiful little town. Unfortunately, just like they said, though, there's not a whole lot to show. So I'm going to drive through a few little more neighborhoods or streets, and then we're off to the next town. Got your Zephyrhills City Hall. It's a nice new building. And here is where all the action is today on Saturday. The public library. I love reading a good book, so nothing wrong with that. Now, as promised, the demographics and census information as of 2020, a little bigger population than I normally cover, 17,000 people. The median household income is about $36,000. More recent estimates say it could be around $45,000. Now, the median home value is $191,000. All right, so we're on the way to Richland, a little tiny town called Richland. Zephyrhills didn't have a whole lot to show. Very well-kept town, beautiful little place. I didn't see a lot of abandoned places, worn down places. I mean, you have your one or twos, but I did find a place here that looks like was destroyed from last year's hurricanes. Just wanted to show you this place. But shows the power of those storms. Big structure like this. Looks like, wow, well constructed. I don't know, is that wood? Maybe it's wood. But man, this place took a beating. Looks like it was an old warehouse. Not sure what type. But man, look at the timber, the wood, the metal, completely got a open roof now. But man, you just don't know what it's like until you've been through one of those storms. Hours and hours of that wind. It gets quite scary. Last year I was in a high-rise building, and it was a fortress of a building, but still scares you when you hear that wind just roaring past your balcony windows. And this place didn't stand a chance. All right, let's continue on to Richland. Just driving along, trying to find Richland, but I'm thinking it's more of just an incorporated town. The GPS took me to Richland on the way to the next town, San Antonio, but there was really no town. I came across this place. Now, I am not sure, I'm assuming this is abandoned. Looks like Mother Nature is taking it back over, although there's cans and a no trespassing sign, so we won't be entering. Oh, it does have an address. There's no way someone lives here, though. That is crazy. Wow. I would love to explore that thing, see what it's like, but man, don't take chances. And it's locked up pretty good. Wow, what an incredible place that would be to explore. All right, so we've made it to San Antonio, Florida. I have no idea what we're in for, but looks like a cool little place. Let's go explore this together. I have no idea what we're in for, but I'm sure it's just a small little populated area or unpopulated, but let's go see it together. Well, it looks like a nice little community. Somewhere I've never been before. So here's their city hall. Little town. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Got a little sweet shop here. Not sure what that is. It's like a restaurant, Pancho's, Mexican food. We have a business that's no longer open. Very quaint little place. Southern style. Looks like you can buy some home decor. Nice little firehouse. Got a beautiful St. Anthony of, wow, I can't even say that, Catholic Church. Very nice. Now, San Antonio is just a few minutes away from a private university named St. Leo University. Beautiful little private school on a lake. It's actually a beautiful little place. Just about 5 minutes from here. So I'm assuming this is probably mostly populated by people who maybe work at the school, work at the university. I'll go over the demographics with you. Now, straight across the lake is St. Leo University. Again, a private university, beautiful school. And as you can see, that topography, we're in that hilly area, beautiful lake. Very nice communities over on the lake as well. Now, San Antonio, as for the census population, is roughly about 1,300 people. Median age is about 41. Median household income, just about $90,000. Fairly high for such a small little area. That's what gives me the idea that they're probably working maybe with the university, not sure. Now, median home value, $371,000. Racial and ethnic groups, 85% white, 7% Hispanic, and 3% black. Just driving along, I stumbled across this beautiful, beautiful church. This is a Coptic Orthodox church. Basically, they're a Christian denomination based out of Egypt, part of an Oriental Orthodoxy. Just something I've never even heard of, to be honest with you. The origins trace back to St. Mark, the evangelist from the 1st century AD. Beautiful, beautiful place. And it's just surrounded out here by farms with horses, cattle. Well, guys, I'm going to end the video right here. I apologize if this is a short video. Sometimes I feel like I let y'all down if I don't have exceptional locations. It's kind of a hit or miss thing sometimes. I just take off, go to some towns, and it's a hit or miss, see what we get. But I appreciate you watching as always, and I will see you on the next adventure.